Hi, you need my Suraksha Kavach. You see this? Once you apply snake oil every day, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. twice a day for the next 6 months, you will emanate a glow. You will become taller. Women, haha, no problem. You see these mansion? Mansion 1, Mansion 2, all mine. You want to change your life? Follow me. Order now. Tired of this shit, man. Abid, I'm having a lot of fun. My life is fantastic. You saw me sell that shit?
Yeah.
People eat it up, bro.
Yeah.
You see how many users I have?
Yeah.
People love it.
Yep.
They want to change their lives.
Yep.
But I need to turn this into a formula. How am I doing this?
You come to the right place, my man. So, Pratik, let me explain to you something. Whatever you are doing over there, that is selling stuff to people, is a formula.
Okay.
I have studied hundreds of hours of salesmen like you selling snake oil formula.
What does Snake Oil Salesman mean? Meet Clark Stanley. He made lots of money by selling snake oil, which claimed to heal everything. Back in the 1800s, Chinese immigrants working on the railroad brought snake oil all the way from China, and it was used for things like arthritis. But then some folks started selling fake snake oil, maybe because it sounded really exotic. And since it was difficult to get, no one really refuted it. I mean, people's greed blinded them to believe that they could become smarter, taller, and even prettier just by applying a little bit of snake oil. Among the snake oil salesmen, the most infamous was Clark Stanley. He claimed that the product had real rattlesnake oil, but it was just a big fat lie. He claimed that it was
the strongest and best liniment known for pain and lameness.
And this is just a list of things he claimed that snake oil could solve. Rheumatism, sciatica, lame back, toothache, swellings, frostbites, bruises, and the list goes on and on. Strangely, he also claimed that it's good for both man and beast and provides instant relief, just like magic. And just like magic, it too turned out to be a big illusion, and soon the US FDA came knocking on his door and put this man behind bars. Since then, snake oil salesmen have taken many shapes and forms and expanded to the entire world. But it's not snake oil anymore. It could be fake medicines, fake courses. We've really come such a long way. And this is a lesson from the past, reminding us to be smart and not believing anyone's fake promises and tall claims.
So, the formula is very simple. You can actually decode it into 5 parts, and just by following this guide, you can set up any business in which you fool people. So, we'll start with step 1. And step 1, this is the most important part. You have to take something that people are really desperate for. Like, people are really desperate for this, and the fact that they don't have it is something which makes them very insecure and ashamed.
That's interesting. What people are insecure and they really want. So,
Desperately.
balding hair, obesity, they want to lose weight,
Body image.
maybe want like a six-pack.
Yep.
It could be,
Getting lucky with women.
last longer when they're running in a marathon. Right? Hota hai uske alag cheezein. It could also be some stuff like just be generally fit. It could be that's money. Oh, dude, money. Want to be super rich.
Successful in business, successful in stock markets, successful in
Could be image also, right?
huge status.
People respect me because I have XYZ car and
Yep.
I have status.
Yep.
Interesting. It could be like a title also. So they join a cult. Anyway, it could be these things.
Uh,
So you
now-
have to pick something like that. You can't pick something.
Don't say stuff like, it'll make you a better writer. Nobody cares, right?
Yeah,
It'll
correct.
correct your grammar, dude. Who
Correct.
cares, right?
No one cares.
Nobody pays for
Aisa
that.
cheese is universal. Everyone wants. Who
It's
doesn't want to be
everybody.
rich?
Everybody.
Got
Like,
it. So you pick this.
That's the first thing. You have to start with picking something which people are really desperate about. If you don't have it, you're insecure. And there's a dark turn to it. Like people who are having like very terminal diseases and all, right? They really want to get rid of that and, live. Right? Even that comes into this thing. So now we'll get to the second part. You're ready for this, right?
Yes.
very important. You have to make a very, very tall promise. Don't say medium level things. Don't say mediocre things. Don't say expectations which are realistic.
So if I say you will make 12% a year from the stock, 11.5%, double, 5, 10,
Bigger.
100x, 100x
You
in
have
a
to-
short period of time.
Really big money. Good money. You can't say, ki, dude, you know what? You're driving in a hatchback. No, we'll get you into SUV. You have to say, no, Ferrari 458 Italia.
Times
boss.
5.
Yeah, times 5. Right? You have to say, you're like, it's like,
The lie is so large, you won't believe that it can't be a lie. It must be some truth to it. इतना झूठ कौन बोलता है?
now, here's the thing, right? This is also important. The point number 3 is, it has to be easy. Your entire transformation, so let's look at this, right? If I tell you, Pratik, I'll get you to 6 packs, come join a journey with me, where you wake up every morning, do Surya Namaskar, then you are empty fast, then you come running with me, then we hit the gym, we do 50 squats, 50 push-ups, 50 press-ups, I don't know what ups are there, etc. And if I knew, I would look different, right? I can't say all this, right? It has to be something very, very easy to do, which plays on your laziness.
Enter the dark, shady world of Snake Oil Salesman.
In India, where promises of quick riches and miraculous transformations come in all forms.
Have you ever seen this? The weight loss belt, also called the slimming belt. These belts promised a fit body, and all you had to do was sit in front of the television, wear the belt, and lose weight. Easy, easy. But like everything that sounds too good to be true, this was an example of the...
Classic snake oil modified for the 21st century.
But wait, there's more. Real estate scams, Ponzi schemes, MLMs and network marketing, certain kind of chit funds, fake courses, fake herbal medicines, and even fake jhad poop. The list is endless. But you and I know how to figure these guys out, don't we? Like earlier this year, SEBI shut down a Telegram channel that claimed to specialize in penny stocks. And about 50,000 subscribers fell for their tips. Guys, come on. But what was the scam here? Well, the admins actually bought the stocks in advance, and as soon as the tips went out, immediately sold their shares to the unsuspecting subscribers. And, well, earned a quick buck while the subscribers went empty-handed. But there's another snake oil pitch that's super popular in India. The infamous, you'll find in every corner. People have used this before and you will love it too. Herbal oil scheme. These are the stuff of newspapers, where a Nigerian prince peddles a herbal oil that is supposedly made with something natural. Let's say honey or something herbal. And just like Stanley's oil, they too claim to solve pretty much anything under the sun. All you had to do is put a little bit of herbal oil. As we navigate these murky waters of deception, we should arm ourselves with skepticism and a little bit of pessimism too, don't you think? And whether it's the promise of success through a dubious course or the allure of a magical herbal remedy, let's pause and question and verify. Because these are the tools we all need in this age of information overload.
The fourth magic ingredient, right? And pay attention whether you are like a person who's detecting this fraud or doing this fraud, right? Hopefully, people who are doing this fraud are not watching it, but I'll give it anyway. I say this with a heavy heart, but I'm going to say this anyway. You have to price it damn cheap.
Oh.
It cannot be expensive. It has to be really, really, really affordable and cheap.
Interesting.
I'm going to let you have a go at where you have found this before.
So I think any of these scam things you see, they will cost anywhere between a few rupees in a tent on the side of the road, or online if you buy for 2, 3, 4,000 rupees. I've also seen them say worth 35, but it's now 20,000. But for you 5,000, if you call now 1500, in the next 10 minutes 100 rupees, and people buy it. I don't know. You've been through that era, right? Jahan pe on TV. People are selling stuff to you on television, right? I won't name the channel.
Okay.
But they're selling stuff to you and the entire show is just an advert to buy this thing.
I know the show.
One of these shows very long time ago, there was a memory enhancer. And the show was beautiful, I'll tell you why. Because they didn't tell me ki actual product kya hai. उसमें सिर्फ testimonials थे लोग.
I'm gonna test it right now. You bought the pill, right?
Yes, I
Do you remember the name of the pill?
I don't remember the name
Oh,
of the
very
pill,
nice.
and it was a memory enhancer. What do you think about that? Is it priced on purposely low so that people say, "Chalo, I tried, but 1500 ही तो गए."
Yeah. Mila to mila, nahi to.
नहीं
It's
तो कोई
like
बात
it's in Kerala. We have a very famous proverb, right? If you lose a coconut. If you gain a coconut tree. 100 रुपए का चेंज लेके आप अपना जिंदगी बदल दोगे तो कौन नहीं करेगा यार?
And mass appeal है.
So yeah, this is a very very good example. So that's the fourth formula, right?
Correct. What's the fifth?
The fifth and the last one, right? Is you have to have proof of success. You cannot do this without some social validation. So if you look at it, right, every business coach, every stock market tipster, every fraud in the country, they are always shooting their video inside either a Mercedes or a BMW or an Audi, right? I mean, rented bhi chalega, but always shoot while the logo on that Mercedes ka center is visible in your camera. Hi guys, I'm going to teach you how to improve my business. I'm on my way to go to office. You can see the Mercedes. Oh, right.
Lifestyle coaches are the same thing.
Absolutely.
2008 mein there was this guy, I won't name him, but he was also stock market coach. तब इंडिया में stock market coaches नहीं होते थे.
Yep.
तो ये abroad था US में, and really young guy. वो bathrobe में आता था in front of a mansion and a swimming pool, and he would say, "Join my group." I think it was a mastermind group they call it, and you pay इतना X dollars, and through my talking to you, you will lead the life that I lead. And that, to me, that is the OG business coach that I followed. And then after a few weeks, I was like, dude, this can't be true at all. And just stopped it. But every week, I think a new coach is born. All of these are human things. None of these are Indian things.
No, these are not Indian
These
things.
are human insecurities, transformational wantingness. I know that's not a word. Price should be low, mass appeal. And what's the last one?
Proof of what?
Proof of, so that's a marketing thing.
Yeah.
कि देखो अगर इनका life change हुआ है तो what do you have to lose? If you've liked the episode so far, hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment.
Even if 100 people are gullible enough to fall for it, you're making free money off them.
Correct.
That's the whole, like, you don't have to convince everyone, right? You get a few people to believe you looking at your proof of success.
Correct.
So that's the meta.
I would say business and finance, right? So if someone wants to start a small business, MLM is a very good example, for example. And what they do is they say, look, I am going to transform your life, all those 5 things you said. Buy this 10 lakh rupee worth of product from me. So you're not really paying me. You're actually buying the product, but actually the 10 lakhs going to the dude you're buying it from.
Correct.
And you sell it to someone else, and so on and so forth. So we discussed that snake oil salesmen, to be successful, have to price their products really low. That's nice for the consumer, isn't it? I mean, it's a low price. And even if you lost something, I mean, who really cares for a few hundred rupees? What's the problem? Let me explain. The first is, think about financial ruin. One example of a 58-year-old retired insurance company employee lost 31 lakh rupees after being scammed in a Telegram group involving investing in a crypto wallet. And some of these scams can actually take you to financial ruin because they bait you with greed. Second, there is emotional distress. Like this couple from Andhra Pradesh committed suicide together because they were constantly being harassed by predators of loan apps. This may seem too far-fetched, but one Google search and you'll see that this has now become fairly common. And these scams play to our dreams and vulnerabilities. Third, there's trust erosion. Deceptive schemes and snake oil pitches corrode trust in genuine opportunities. Imagine a country where every opportunity is most likely a scam. What would that society evolve into? I mean, we have an interesting proxy like Colombia. The consumer confidence index is not low, it's negative. This means consumers in Colombia don't trust anything that comes out from the country. So even if there's an entrepreneur trying to create a genuine product, nobody will believe them. Then there are legit health risks. Think about the pandemic. The unsuspecting, vulnerable, scared, at risk of the COVID virus will buy a snake oil thinking they'll be cured, but actually might not take a vaccine. Think about how risky this becomes. I think the scariest thing about snake oil salesmen is this. If no one puts a stop to it, An entire society may just create mistrust. But we want to create a trustworthy society, don't we? And as we navigate through these problems, let's be vigilant, question promises that glitter too brightly, and work together to build a society where trust is earned and the exploitation just finds no place.
So Pratik, let me ask you a question. Have you understood the magic ingredients?
Yes.
You understood how it works?
Yes, I think so.
You're ready to set up your own Telegram channel?
Ready?
Now I have a question. And this is a very important question. What do you think will happen when somebody finds out that you have been running a fraud thing,
Right.
and calls you out on social media?
Interesting. Okay. So I think the way to think about this is, going back to your 5 points, right? The first is you're picking something that's an insecurity of that person. So let's say height. Okay. So now you did not get the 3 inches you were promised on your height. Will you really go on social media and say ki I'm not taller? You're already insecure about this. You can say the same thing about hair, maybe good looks, maybe not being able to attract women, if that's the case. So I think that insecurity, because you've picked an insecure person, he will not talk about it publicly because, well, that's the nature of the game.
Pratik, you're a good student. 10 points. You're absolutely right. It's bloody embarrassing to go online and say, यार ये चीज काम नहीं करता, मेरा life पहले ही खराब था, अभी भी खराब है. Nobody's going to do that, right?
Correct.
So this is the first line of defense which you, as a future scamster, is going to have.
Love it.
Now so you're more confident about this business.
Feeling
right?
better. This is nice. So there's no refund rate.
You do realize that I'll take a 10% finder's fee for giving you this brilliant idea from your Telegram channel.
Sure, you're talking to a scamster. Of course, I'll give you 10%.
Thank you. Okay. Last question. Very last question. See, all of this agreed, but there is still going to be 1 or 2 really brave, really good people
Who'll go on social
who
media?
will go on social media and say, Pratik scammer tha, mera life pehle se tha, he said it will change, he promised me there is an
No,
algorithm
Abid,
which
you're
will...
not getting it, dude. I'm running a business, right? And like all the people behind me, I am standing on the shoulder of giants.
Okay, I didn't get that.
I will learn from them. There are people before me who have done better.
Correct.
So I'll just follow what they do.
As scammers.
As scammers. As scammers.
Okay. Okay.
So let's learn from them.
Okay.
So one,
Huh.
we'll make sure we have an IT department inside the office. The 4 or 5 social media guys who will just go and pose as an army and say, no, this guy is great. This guy is an idiot. It has worked for us. The second can be because I'm attracting, because these scamsters will run social media channels which are very polarized, right? So think about this. No one will go and say something that's sort of right, sort of wrong. They'll do one end of the spectrum.
The extreme success,
Extreme polarized, right? So they'll say men are best, for example, high masculinity, or they'll pick you must make millions of dollars, or they'll pick something on an extreme scale.
hustle mode on.
Hustle mode on. You will attract those kinds of people.
Yeah.
They will defend the hell out of anyone who says anything wrong to him.
Correct.
So that's the second line. And third, I've also heard, dude, that a lot of these guys, at least abroad, I don't know about India, have these thugs.
You mean like gundas?
Like gundas. And the gundas can go and physically threaten someone who becomes very big nuisance value.
I mean, decent investment, right? If you're making so much money, might as well invest in 4 bodyguards.
And it's not expensive considering the payoff.
Yeah, it's very, very lucrative considering the payoff.
So this is how the fort can be secured.
Basically intimidate anybody who will stand up.
So it works, right?
Which is fair because you have so much more money, so many more resources, so many more people, so much
And
more
time.
social media
And
time. Yeah.
Everyone else is busy, bro. The customers are busy, right? Because they have their lives to get onto.
Oh my god, dude, now you're scaring me.
Yeah. What did you all learn from this? Please put it as comments. I'd love to see what your summary of
You
this
are
is.
going to become a bigger monster than I thought I will create.
Anyway, I think a lot of us have seen get-rich schemes online, offline, and it's been happening for maybe thousands of years. The basic premise of what we discussed is the same, right? The vehicle may change. So this may happen in the metaverse in the future, but the basic 5 things we discussed will always be there. And there is no shortcut to it.
And this is my appeal to you, right? See, I know that a lot of people who is watching this are not people who fall for this, right? A lot of you are people who are doing well in life. You're middle income. You have all your needs met. You are not going to go pay money to somebody who says they'll give you a pill which will make you thinner or get 6 packs, right? But there are others out there who are not exactly people like us. If you are watching this, please, please, please spread awareness of the kind of scam which is happening in our society now by manipulating the people who are most vulnerable to it. So Prateek, now that you have a successful snake oil selling business,
Right.
I have a vision for you for the future. PS Reptilian Products Private Limited,
Okay.
and we will IPO it.
IPO, huh?
Yes.
Hit that like and subscribe, and in the next episode, we'll talk about IPOs.
Yes.